Welcome back to another Trading Fibs video. Today is Saturday, January 24th, 2026. Here's an update on the US dollar Japanese yen spot. I've got two scenarios that I've written up, both with a slight pullback. Well, it won't seem slight, but a little bit of a further downside, and then we should see a rally up. One has another rally down, and one has a little bit just a continuation of rally. So a lot of fear in the forex market with the dollar. Japanese, of course, raising their interest rates, and our interest rates, I guess, didn't get raised as much. So, but all in due time. So it kind of reminds me back in April when we were fighting the 140 level down here, and the carry trade had played out, and then from April all the tariff fears started to play into factor, and then the dollar rallied on top of interest rate hikes. So a little flat on the 10-year yield right now, but it looks like we're watching for a potential breakout on that. So the correlation should be similar. Anyways, for all those pattern traders out there, I'm going to skip to the a yearly drawing real quick. Let's see. So a couple of patterns, head and shoulders. I got two head and shoulders. I want to show one on the yearly. This is overall picture. A low in 1995, low in 2010, and another low there in 2021. So here where I've circled is the shoulder, head, shoulder, and here we go. So if that head and shoulder plays out, then we should probably go back up to this level here. That's a little optimistic. So we've kind of, that's the neckline right here. So you kind of be the judge. Any pattern trader will know how to measure that. So let's go to, like I said, I have two scenarios. We're going to go to the second scenario first. Okay, so the scenario two, and both scenarios are just patterns that I picked out. One is not more significant than the other. It's just what sticks out to me. So right now, I'm going to point out this trend line here. Before this breakout here, I was counting all of this. If you've seen my prior videos, looking for a triangle here. Triangle broke out, which we anticipated. If it breaks out, then we got quite a bit of upside to look for until now, right? So once we broke out, I was always saying I wanted to come back to test this trend line. We came close a little bit there in December, but it didn't get close enough for me to say that it really got tested. So the way I've got it counted here is a WXY on these Forex charts. So I'm looking for an ABC to make a W, an ABC to make an X, ABC to make a Y. Sometimes the A's and C's will play in 5 waves. And there is a 5-wave structure right here in the C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I just didn't label it. But anyways, this scenario 2 is an expanded flat that I'm looking for this turn. So the expanded flat is this section here. The I guess I need to label it. So the expanded flat's going to be down for A, down here, up for B here, and down for a C to make our X. And the C is right now being counted in 5 waves. Again, here's the expanded flat that I'm anticipating. So starting from this C here, we're down in A, down in 3 for A, up in 3 for B, and down in 5 for C. So the B went past this C, which is hence the name expanding flat. So I want to look for similar retracements past this point of C. So this is what gives me some pullbacks here down to 153. This is also that trend line I wanted to back test. So if all that correlates with, by the time these moving averages get up there, I would say this is definitely a good zone to buy. And that range is basically from over here, my target's 153.5, pretty much all the way down to 150.6. So that's a big range. But let's go to scenario 1 now, and then we'll come back and try to catch the bounce up for 4. So this is scenario 1, and this one is going to be a triangle pattern. So same label, WXY, looking for a bigger W, bigger X, and further upside for Y. So here's a triangle A, B, C, D, E. So this difference in this chart, then when we complete this 5 waves down for C, when we go up for another leg, I'm expecting the second leg down to complete a triangle. So that's the only difference, is that I expect one more leg down before we continue higher to get this Y leg up. Okay, so hopefully you can see that triangle right there. I'll box it up there for you. That's the triangle, A, B, C, D, E. Now let's go into the 30-minute time frame and our Elliott wave 5 counts. Okay, this one's called the bounce for the 4th wave. So basically you have a 1 right here. Okay, here's my tune. Here's my tune. Okay, so 1, 2, and we got our 3, looking for 4 up and then 5 down. And here's that trend line again that I wanted to back test. All right, so let me explain these fibs here. This one on the right was to get my 3rd wave here. Okay, so I measured 1, 2 to get 3. These fibs here are a retracement from 1, I believe, yeah, from 1 to see how far 4 can get. Okay, so either 4 is going to retrace deep and quickly, or shallow and extended. That's what I'm thinking. I could be wrong, but that's the way I'm presenting this. So if we shoot up, I got these time spirals, and sometimes I use it to help with a correction like as this. So if 4th wave comes up, this kind of helps with the time and our fib retracements. So right here, let's just start with 50%, because here you can see a nice price level. So this 50% is 157.529. 157.529. Then from there, the 38.2 is 157.075. 23.6 is 156.515. Now we have this price level right here at 156.113 over here in red. This could play a heavier significance than any of these fibs right now, because this third wave is so extended. This third wave could possibly drop down to the 261.8. So if this next four doesn't even get past the 156.13, then we know that there was another degree, and this 3 would move down here. The fourth would be, well, it could still be up here then, but the 5 would be further down. Okay, so right now the only thing we can go by is, let's see, 1 minute time frame. We can see where we're starting out. We can look for some potential breaks to either side. So my computer is not going to like trying to get all this data in 1 minute. It always bogs up. Once it gets there, it's okay. Okay. So this isn't even the wrong. Okay, I have a drawing for 1 minute. There we go. Okay. So right now I've got a 1 up and a 2 down to start, maybe 5 waves up if this correction is complete. But we've already counted only 3 waves, so I'm doubt that this wave is done. So and if this is a 4th wave for the bounce, I doubt we're going to get 5 waves up. So it's more likely we count 3 waves, try to get an A and a B and a C, maybe a triangle pattern, or get an A, B, C, D, E. I already see one triangle already. And again, this is a 1 minute time frame, So here's an expanding triangle. This is going to be A, B, and a C up here. So right now, the price levels to look for on the 1 minute is the 155.61. A break below that means we're coming down a little further. Then the 155.8, looking like we should, if we break that, then we should look for a smaller minuet, degree C, sub-minuet, sub-minuet to be more accurate. So right now, price then closed at 155.69. I'm out of water. Price closed at, well, let's just go by market price, 155.69. But it looks like my bar will, yeah. So right here is basically closed. So looking at least to get up to 155.8. It's not much of a move, but that'll give us at least the direction, once we break that price level, to start to see how this wave 4, if indeed that's what it is, and the duration. So I'll be watching the 1 minute time frame to figure out this waveform. So let's go back to the 5-wave count on the 30-minute time frame. Starting from this second wave, you can see there's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 degrees within that wave 3. So this wave 4, I'm just kind of looking to see, like, maybe form a wedge, shallow retracement, and then we break for 5, trying to hit that trend line. That's really what I'm favoring. So 156.113, this price level, I'm really watching that. And then if we can get past it, again, this 23% at 156.5, those are going to be the first 2 targets we're looking for the upside. So let me zoom in that so we can see the 23.6 here, the price level, and then the potential drop down to the 261.8 in this trend line. Trend line I don't have a price on, but depending on the time, it's going to change the price. So it's basically, I can take an average. Let's do 153.4. Put it over here by that. Okay, so that's about it. So I'm expecting play up here. And put it in red to show the trend. And then I drop down to maybe the 261. Really wanted to hit that trend line. Said that a couple times, so let's just go ahead and drop that down there. But then from there, we should be looking for some buyers to come in, I would say. So I hope that helps, and until next time, thanks for watching.